Hello, this is Dr. Dennis Kimbro, and welcome to my global classroom. You know, springtime is always a special season for me because it was during the spring of 1989 that the hand of destiny reached out to me. In April of 1989, I not only found a publisher for my two manuscripts that took a significant portion of my life, but I also found a global audience of faithful readers as well. One book, of course, became Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice, a book that I will probably always be known for. And the other, well, that book is entitled What Makes the Great Great, a timeless work that remains closest to my heart. I had started What Makes the Great Great long before the Napoleon Hill Foundation even knew that I was on the planet. You know, my goal was to interview the top 1% of Black achievers, high-performing men and women from all walks of life. My goal was to uncover the source of their success. And the first lesson that I learned, well, whether speaking to Bill Pinkney, the first African-American to circumnavigate the world in his little sailboat, or Miss Osceola McCarty, the washerwoman who gave away millions of dollars to worthy and deserving Black college students right in their hometown of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And what about Quincy Jones, the famed musical producer? What did he tell me? Or how about Edwin Moses, the Olympic gold medalist? And who could ever forget Alexa Kennedy, the first Black female neurosurgeon in the United States? You see, their goal was not to be great nor to be influential. Their goal was to be accountable to their dream. Throughout my interviews, I quickly noticed that these game changers were receptive to that still small voice within. Well, that voice not only provided much needed hope, but gave them clues that their personal lives could be drastically different. So listen carefully. Greatness doesn't need to be big. Greatness only needs action. So instead of focusing on money or recognition, just show up and focus on results. And here lies the centerpiece to today's message. Whether you're watching this video or listening to this message, what is the still small voice telling you? What are you going to do? Are you going to write a book? Are you going to build a business? Maybe you want to travel the world or pursue a college degree or an advanced degree. Whatever your dream or goal, don't do what most of the people do when they hear the still small voice. What do? Well, they ignore it. Sooner or later, each of us must be accountable to our dreams. Whatever lies in your heart, chase your dream and do it for you. Embrace what makes you different. Communicate your uniqueness, because as we're told in Proverbs 4:23, out of the heart flows the issues of life. Now here are the 3 keys I learned from the best and brightest, gold nuggets from Black America's top 1%. Number 1, develop an attitude of gratitude. Now, I'm not about to give you a lesson on Black history. When it comes to oppression and hardship, as a race, everyone knows that we have scaled the rough side of the mountain. But that doesn't diminish those blessings and rare gifts that you and I have been given, that you and I have been bestowed. Now is the time to count those blessings. Blessings, you might ask? That's right, blessings. For example, look at your health. You're breathing, aren't you? Well, what's that worth? And I don't care if you are unemployed, at least you possess the prospects of a new career. The rest of the world would give anything to walk in your shoes. So as I was taught and I was instructed by Dr. Cecil Chip Murray, the beloved pastor of First AME Church in Los Angeles, California, as well as Percy Sutton, Malcolm X's personal attorney, well, they urged me to begin now to give thanks for those gifts that I possess and don't worry about what I lack. In other words, you will never move towards something better until you appreciate what you've already been given. Key number 2, you're called to create. According to the McKinsey Global Institute, some 14 million workers under age 34 will face job displacement by 2030. That's in 5 short years. This is just one more statistic and a growing trend that says automation is continuing to threaten your job or career. Now that's the bad news. The good news is there are more entrepreneurs on the planet, and particularly in the United States, than ever. According to Forbes magazine, freelancers comprise 35% of the U.S. workforce, and they are expected to exceed 45% of the workforce by the end of this year. That means that the possibility to reinvent yourself is endless. You see, it's never been easier to find your true calling. It's never too late to become the person that you could have been. And why? Because you are called to create. So here's my question to you. What can you do? And why are you here? Well, that question is easy. You are here to connect with others and to serve and provide solutions. And key number 3, focus. You see, the most important part of today's message cannot be written on paper, but only in your mind. Your march to success and fulfillment begins with the one crucial question: where are you going? Finding your true purpose is the starting point of all achievement, but one half of the equation. Once you determine exactly where you are headed, you got to tune out distraction and give absolute attention to your top priorities. You see, focus is your superpower as well as the master key that unleashes the power of your goals. But amid algorithms and social media and artificial intelligence, society is so connected that we are disconnected. And here's why Black America's top 1% are so different. They don't manage their time, they manage their attention. In a constantly distracted world, focus is a priceless currency. It is your number one quality of high performers. You see, Martin Luther King said it best: your life is officially over the day you begin to talk about and think about and dream about everything that doesn't matter. So remember, the key difference between those who struggle versus those who thrive isn't who works the most hours, it's the individual who is focused on what truly matters. So I urge you to incorporate these 3 top keys, and if you do, you will manifest the life that you always envisioned. Until next time, this is Dr. Dennis Kimbro in the Global's Classroom. And remember, your wealth choice is arguably your best choice. God bless.